Hello and welcome to Your Soul Guidance with Adriana. I'm a clairaudient channel and an intuitive reader. Today I have a reading for you if you have been finding yourself seeking a stronger sense of stability, whether that is mental or emotional or just kind of in general, getting a strong message that we need to do a reading addressing this issue. So I will be using a couple decks today, Druidcraft Tarot as well as the Phyrhexa Tarot. And I will be creating an extended reading if you'd like to do a deeper dive into what comes up. So first, I just want to get a sense of what's around you and what's going on. So we're essentially looking at the environment first. Okay, we have Queen of Swords. We have Seven of Swords. We have Princess of Swords. So we've got a lot of sword energy. So right away, swords are air, and air is not a grounded energy. It's a mental energy that tends to swirl around, right? So there's a big chance that you're spending too much time in your mind, too much time in your head, and that energy is just not going anywhere except around and around. Okay, that's a little bit of a general observation. Let's get in a little deeper. Who is which? So you in this reading are appearing as the Princess of Swords, and this is an energy that goes back and forth. It's a bit fickle, more like a Gemini energy than a strong Aquarius energy, a more mutable, changeable energy. And what's going on is you're hitting up against this kind of strong no, or this strong opposition, this strong block. And it seems like, this can come across as someone who's made up their mind, someone who's critical, someone who says, no, this is the only way we can go forward. And you're wearing yourself out trying to figure out a way around it. And because you can't find a way around it, there's this kind of nervous energy that comes up because you feel like perhaps you're stuck in this situation or you can't get yourself out. And we'll look at beneficial energy or energy that you can ask for help in a second. But all of this is happening in the realm of the mind, and I can't stress that enough, that this may be all a matter of perception. This may be all a matter of attitude. It's things that you can shift. This isn't like earth, this is the way it is, or emotions where you need to just let it run its course. This is all a matter of the change of perception, the change of way of the way you're looking at something, or perhaps this entity, this energy needs to change the way they're looking at it. But at the moment, they're not wanting to see it. You can even see she's got her eyes closed. She doesn't want to see that other way out. Okay, so we're going to ask for the soul's message in all of this, because any situation that we're struggling with is a chance to learn, is a chance to grow, is a chance to overcome yet another thing that our soul has set up for us to learn down here. So what is the soul's message in all of this? Okay, we've got the Sun, 10 of water, and 7 of water. This is a lot about trust and faith, about not allowing delusions or not allowing illusions to pull you away from, again, what reality is. Okay, and there is the feeling that perhaps a reconciliation needs to happen, or perhaps a meeting halfway or a coming together. But this is also a remember that feeling that you had of knowing you were on the right course, having all of this support, having all of these validations, knowing you were on the right course. And there's the really strong diversion or distraction. The mind wants to pull you away from that, wants to tell you, no, this isn't where you belong. This isn't where you belong. But remember, you have been shown exactly where you belong. There's a moment in the past where you were very clear about where you were headed, what you were doing, why you were here, why you were in a certain place. And you really need to go back to that feeling rather than trying to run and escape from it. This is also trusting a bigger force than you, trusting that there is a plan. This is the sun. And right now what the sun is doing is it's not only warming you, it's not only warming your back, it's keeping you revitalized and connected to that sense of warmth, but it's also a force that shines the light. Okay, so it's a force that shines the light, which means that if something is opposing the divine plan at this moment, if something is opposing the plan that you and your soul have agreed to and your guides have helped you set in motion, if something is opposing that, or you can look at it a different way, a plan that you have manifested with the universe, anything that's opposing that is going to be illuminated, and the depth and lengths through which people seem to be going to oppose this energy of forward moving are really going to be illuminated. And why is that important? Because when people are opposing positive growth, or where they're opposing the way the universe is trying to help us all go, then they can not only look very dark, but they can attempt to sabotage, and they can attempt to look like they're winning. Okay? But when the light is shown on them, then everyone can see what their intention was and who they really are. Are they out for the greater good? Are they on board with a collective plan, or are they just out for themselves? And this is very, very, it can be frustrating because it can feel like there's a cog in your wheel, like something isn't allowing you to roll forward. But it is necessary that the dark energy is seen. It is necessary that the shadows are seen. And this is going to go for a lot of people. You know, this is going to go in a lot of ways right now. There's going to be small shadows, there's going to be big shadows. But we started this reading talking about stability, how to find that sense of stability. And what we're learning is that what is keeping us unstable is air energy, thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, what's going on in our mind. Mars in Gemini is especially affecting people right now because all of that energy of doing is somehow going inward, and the words, the communication, are not going through. So, you know, your saving grace here, your lifeline, is to remember back to that moment where you felt very connected, very sure of your path, very sure of your plan, and to trust that feeling. That's our 10 of Cups in the middle. And allow the sun, really, and if I take the sun of Cups, if I take the 10 of Cups out, these two guys are looking right at each other. Where she's saying, oh yeah, but look at this little light here. And the sun is saying, I'll show you light. There's a much more positive, powerful force here. And so you can't let the little things get in the way of your big thing, okay? That sense of stability you're seeking is being challenged because there's a lot of little things opposing it. There's a lot of tiny little annoyances or tiny little distractions wanting you to go off in a different direction. But go back to that bigger plan. Go back to, if you like to do vision boards or you write down your manifestations, go back to those places of feeling very connected to what you were doing. Okay. I'm going to create an extended, I think we're going to look at timing, how much longer this is going to be an effect. And we're also going to look at more specific advice that you can use to move through this block right now. I'll also open up the floor for anyone's guides to bring in additional messages. So if you'd like to follow me over with that reading, please click in the link below and I'll see you over there soon. Have a good one.